Black magic is a topic that has been shrouded in mystery and fear for centuries. The idea of black magic has captured our imagination, appearing in everything from folklore to modern-day pop culture. But the question remains, does black magic truly exist, and what does the Bible say about it? To explore this topic, I would like to start with a story. Michelle was a young woman who lived alone in a small town. She was a devout Christian and spent most of her time working at the local church. But one day, strange things began to happen in her home. Objects moved on their own, doors opened and closed, and she heard strange whispers and footsteps at night. She tried to rationalize it as a mere coincidence or a figment of her imagination, but the occurrences became more frequent and terrifying with each passing day. Michelle went to seek help from professionals, but none of them could provide any explanation for what was happening. She was starting to feel helpless and vulnerable when she remembered that her faith was stronger than any dark forces. She turned to her church and shared her story with the church leaders. The church leaders realized that Michelle might be a victim of black magic, a practice condemned by the Bible. In the Bible, black magic is referred to as witchcraft or sorcery. The practice of witchcraft is condemned in both the Old and New Testaments. In Deuteronomy 18 verses 10 to 12, it is written, "There shall not be found among you anyone who practices witchcraft, or a soothsayer, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, for all who do these things are an abomination to the Lord." Similarly, in Galatians 5 verses 19 to 20, witchcraft is listed as one of the works of the flesh, along with other sins such as adultery and drunkenness. So church leaders believed that black magic practitioners could manipulate supernatural powers to cause harm to others, and that Michelle was likely a target. The church leaders prayed with Michelle and performed a ritual to cleanse her home of any evil spirits. After the ritual, the occurrences ceased, and Michelle was finally able to sleep peacefully at night. She felt a sense of relief that she had never experienced before. However, the church leaders warned her that black magic practitioners were not to be taken lightly and that she needed to be careful. Michelle left the church, grateful for their help but also frightened at the thought that someone had been trying to harm her. So, according to the Bible, black magic is a sin and is condemned by God. The practice of black magic involves using supernatural powers for evil purposes, such as causing harm to others or manipulating them for personal gain. Black magic is often associated with the devil and demons, who are said to give power to those who practice it. The topic of black magic is a complex and often controversial one. While some may dismiss it as a myth, there are others who believe in its power and have experienced its effects firsthand. As Christians, we are called to avoid all forms of witchcraft and sorcery and to put our faith in God, who is the ultimate source of power and protection. Thank you for listening. Share the Word of God with your loved ones and enlighten them with His teachings. Consider subscribing for more divine inspiration.